as the 20-hour discussion on the budget will be beginning today. That's the breaking news information that my colleague Payal has got for us. That discussion will have Nishikant Dubey, Biplab Dev, and they are the first few speakers for the Bharatiya Janata Party in the Lok Sabha where the discussion starts. Also, we are given to understand that Shashi Tharoor will speak first from the Congress Party. My colleague Payal Mehta is with us on the broadcast with all of that information. Payal, if we speak about Shashi Tharoor, he has been very, very vocal in talking about how there are a few Congress schemes that were part of the Congress's manifesto that have been diluted and made a part of this budget. So the idea was coming in from the Congress party. The BJP sort of has borrowed it and diluted it when we talk about the apprenticeship of the scheme of the Congress party made into an internship scheme as per Tharoor.
Why just Shashi Tharoor? You saw that tweet coming in from Rahul Gandhi himself saying that, BJP has done a cut-paste job from the Congress manifesto as well. So obviously, that has been one of the criticism. And Shashi Tharoor, who was not really present in the special session of Parliament at the beginning, he was not able to speak on during the presidential address where you saw Manish Tiwari and the others really speak. Since he's a senior member of Parliament and somebody who's been a multiple-time, member of the Lok Sabha, he's going to be given an opportunity to present, to participate in the discussion as far as the Congress Party's candidate is concerned. The first candidate actually that is concerned as well. But the BJP is also putting up very heavy weights. Nishikant Dubey, an experienced candidate, somebody who the party really trusts, to bat them out during critical hours. There's of course Biplab Dev, who's been the former chief minister of the northeastern state of Tripura. There's Anurag Singh Thakur, outgoing union minister and also one-time MOS finance. So he's going to be pitted in. Bhartri Matap, an 8-time member of Parliament who's also been pitted in as well. So BJP is going to be putting its best forward. But, the BJP understands that the opposition won't let anything come easy at them because the opposition is fully geared up. They're absolutely belligerent to say the least as well. And of course, batting for the TMC will be Abhishek Banerjee. So what do they really say? Because remember, the TMC has also been battling, various crises, and this is the center has been unfair to them, not giving them their Manrega dues. So obviously, a lot of criticism coming in from the opposition parties, essentially saying that why favor Andhra Pradesh and Bihar. But one has to understand that that was the terms on which Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar both did not make any demands before the Prime Minister as far as the cabinet portfolios were concerned. They wanted special assistance or special help in the form of special packages, etc.
Right. Payal, thank you so much for all of that information. Let me now take this across to my colleagues Pallavi and Arunma, who are also standing by for more inputs on this big story that we continue to track. Pallavi, coming to you first. The fact that if we talk about the Congress party accusing the NDA government of coming up with a budget which is very appeasing the states of Bihar and Andhra Pradesh, there is also a lot of nitpicking that is happening. We, of course, will go to Jairam Ramesh's tweet where he has said the usual conventional term of allocation has been changed to arranged. Funds will be arranged for Amravati. How do you see things like these going forward, considering there is a major protest that's been planned by the India Bloc today?
Well, two things important over here. One, of course, is the 10:15 a.m. protest by the India Bloc parties at the Makar Dwar inside the parliament and what they're calling a discriminatory budget. Second is the Congress party as well as the Tamil Nadu government chief minister have both decided to skip the Niti Aayog meeting on 25th of July on the grounds that this is a discriminatory budget. Now, this is significant because Niti Aayog usually becomes a platform which, of course, is headed by the Prime Minister and all the chief ministers sit there, and that is where the CMs make their demand for the state. Now, why are they boycotting it? It's on the simple ground that the budget itself shows the day. That the budget shows that as far as the government is concerned, they are only bothered about the key allies, which is both Andhra Pradesh as well as Bihar, who seem to have got the lion's share. No matter what word you use, I think the government had made it very clear. Finance Ministry sources were very clear from day one. There's no question of a special package. That's not happening. But there is going to be an issue by issue kind of a support, which is going to be meted out to these two state governments, and that's what coalition politics also demands. So that's the justification coming in from the BJP. But others, like a West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, is asking this question that floods affected parts of Bengal as well. Why have we not been allocated any flood funds as far as flooding is concerned while you're giving it to Bihar, because they are your ally, we are not your ally. So there are two fulcrums on which the opposition to the budget is based. One, of course, is what they're calling it discriminatory. That's pretty much the language of the entire India bloc. And the second, the Congress's word, they are calling it a nakalchi budget. That, you know, essentially it has been inspired by Rahul Gandhi's idea of Pehli Naukri Pakki, which is what the apprenticeship scheme is all about.
Absolutely. Pallavi,